That is live. He didn't pick this up. Shame on him, because this is not what we do. The home inspector should have caught these holes. This was a quick fix. This obviously leaked many times. There's a lot of water at this side of the house because that house is draining this way. Our job has changed. Right now, it's about water. When Kim and Daniel decided to buy this house, they did the right thing. They brought in a home inspector. They read the report, they understood it, they asked questions, they did the work. Now they're at the end of the rope, things they don't understand. I'm gonna show you what the home inspector saw and what he didn't see, and I'm gonna make it right.
When we first walked in the house, I really liked the house, and the floor was so beautiful, nice and clean, nice and fresh. 2 big hill room, and the basement is newly renovated, and the washroom up here is newly renovated too. And when I come in, it's just like this is a dream house.
I always wish our family had a nice neighborhood, nice house to live in, and everything is really for the kids. As we came from downtown condominium, it was very stuffy, very concrete. Here, you had open space so that they can run around and play outside safely and also play inside safely.
We hired an inspector to make sure everything's okay before we purchased the house.
The home inspector said you need a new furnace, a new hot water heater, even work on the roof. He said there was grading issues. But those are all the problems the homeowners felt they could take care of themselves, and so they bought the house. Daniel, Mike, nice to meet you. I hear you have some problems.
Lots of problems.
Well, that's why I'm here. Let's take a look.
Thank you.
My older daughter, her closet, for some reason on the corner, started having mold, and there was a big puddle on the newly renovated hardwood floor that we put in.
The wall here was soft, and I have a shelf here. I put clothes here. All the clothes were damp.
Okay.
And it was black mold from upstairs all the way to down here.
First sign I'm going to look for is it coming from the roof, because we always want to start from the top. I think too many people come and look at things and go, oh, there's an issue here, and they're going to look down while water travels down. I'll take a look at your kitchen. Okay, your kitchen has been slightly updated, hasn't it? Somebody has tiled after the kitchen was installed. That's not usually the way I like to see it. I can see the tiles run right up to the bottom of the dishwasher and not directly underneath it, and that's due to the clearance really from the countertop. That tells me the floor was tiled after the cabinets were installed.
I always have a question. The inspector never told us this. What is this? I'm afraid my child come here and play with it.
Well, you have something to be afraid about. If those wires are live, that can be dangerous. Something tells me you had a carburetor in here before. Okay. So what I want to see is if we have live lines, and we do. He didn't pick this up. That's shame on him, because this is not what we do. Oh, you've been doing some work. I'm going to look at all the plumbing, because what I see so far, the old plumbing looks correct. I think we're just below the minimum height that is required for the drainage for the washing machine. It should be up about this high. So I'll look into that. It'd be really nice if they secured the stuff, because that just gets to me. Like, do you really use the sink? Oh, I wonder what you hear noise upstairs.
Oh, that's it? Yeah.
Well, if I can move pipes and they make noise,
That's
water
what
pressure moves
exactly.
pipes.
That's the bedroom. We go to dung, 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 and the girl
What
gets
did
a
I say?
migraine headache.
Yeah, well, she gets a headache.
Yeah.
What is she hearing? I did not read about this in the report. Did you put this in?
Yeah, this, because the old water heater, wasn't producing enough hot
Right,
water.
I read that in the report. That's why I had a feeling you did this.
Yeah, we did this. And the pressure valve.
Pressure release valve.
Keeps on kicking off.
Now, it's not kicking off, because if it kicked off, it would flood the basement. Okay, what it's doing is it's leaking through the pressure valve. Have you called them back?
We called them back.
He said we have water pressure problem.
Oh, horse crap.
Yeah, he said go get a plumber.
They've drilled the floor all the way around in this corner.
There was a big table which the seller had told us it was a fixed shelving. After we bought the house, We moved it, we noticed that there were holes drilled into the floor. We started noticing that there were rusty nails, and it looked like moisture had entered the house. The inspector said there's evidence, but he said everything is dry at this time and that everything looks good.
What's this hole for?
2 weeks ago, we had really torrential rains, and the water started flowing down to the lowest point.
From where?
From this corner.
And you can see that it was coming in from the corner.
Yeah. So I opened up here, and I felt water coming in.
There was no floor tiles. This was like this. When you moved the table, you saw the holes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
This was a quick fix to solve water coming in. This obviously leaked many times, and the homeowner had this done, or they did it themselves. So any water that has actually come in the house goes into the holes and drains down. The table covered those holes, so I can understand why the inspector could not see them. However, he should have seen these holes. Somebody has chiseled a trench line coming across, so any water that has actually come in the house goes directly into the small trench, into the holes, and drains down. There was nothing in the report about this, by the way. Let's go upstairs. You had a foundation company come in and seal this wall, yes?
Yes.
That's not good enough. You need a retaining wall to stop the water from his property coming against your foundation.
Okay.
What happens? Water runs from his property right down this hill, right to your foundation. It's nonstop. That's why you have water coming in the basement, and it's probably why they drilled the holes in the floor. You need a retaining wall, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
That's a big job. Just the retaining wall is a big job. Never mind anything else I've seen in your house. Just the retaining wall in itself is a big job.
Oh, no.
Let's go outside.
Okay.
I need some fresh air. Well, we can see the water runs down to the side of the house, continues to come in this way. This property runs in this way and just controls all the water to come into the corner at this house, right where we don't want it. That's right at the windows. It's going to penetrate every single time. The inspector noted the grading issues, but he missed the holes in the basement floor. And to me, these are definite signs of ongoing issues. It's going to continue coming down here, right against the corner of this house, right against the window, which, by the way, the grade is too high against the brick here. Never should they have brought the earth to this point here, because what we have is mortar in between the stones. The water's just going to come in underneath it. No wonder you got water in the corner here. You see underneath this? We call this undermining. They did it again. They brought the earth up to the brick here. Totally not acceptable. This is sloppy.
Yeah.
Don't you think this is sloppy? This is ugly.
Yeah.
They could have done it neatly across the top, whatever.
I feel horrible. So I learned so many things happening in this house.
Let's all breathe together, okay? Can we breathe? I'm gonna go through your whole house, and I'm gonna show you what I found, okay?
Yeah.
Beyond what I know already. Our job has changed. Now it's about water. You think you're gonna solve the problem, but just fixing the foundation? Think again. Start. He didn't pick this up, but that is live. This was a quick fix. This obviously leaked many times. Man, you got grade issues here. Not great, grade. But you need a retaining wall to skirt the water from going against the foundation. I'm gonna start on the outside of the house today. They were talking about surface mold that was running down the wall here and in the corner, even on this side here. And as we step back and look at this, why do we have mold in the closet? There's the vent stack right there. The roof line runs this way. If there's any entrance of water getting in that vent stack, it's gonna run down into the closet. The further the water goes, the deeper your hand goes into your pocket to solve the problem. There's the chimney. There are no caps on top of the exhaust, none. So that's allowing water to come right down inside the chimney. I did not read about this in the report. The cap itself is deteriorating, which is allowing water in. These shingles are in pretty rough shape. Just look at the cupping, eh? Just look at how they come down and see how it's cupped in here. Each layer is cupped in. We see the cracking here. We see the cracking going across. This is not good. Holes, holes, falling apart at the bottom here. From what I'm seeing just on this side of the house, that there's not a lot more water in the house. Well, the roof's got to be replaced. We see water coming across the driveway. Why? The biggest culprit at this point is the one downspout right here. This downspout here, they've taken it out of the drain in the ground. I can see it's been taken out. They didn't cap it and ran it here. So what's going to happen? Water is just going to pour out of here simply because it's the only one on this side of the house. All the water from the roof is going to come here. It's going to work its way right back out front, right to the gas meter. And that was not in the report. It shows there's been a lot of moisture issues here because if all that water is also coming this way, because we have a down run this way as well, it's being absorbed into the foundation of the garage and up into the brick, and that's why we have the deterioration on the brick. Like, look at the moisture on the brick in here. And that's just picking it up through the ground and wicking it up. Why? The grade is too high here. As water collects on 2 peaks of the roof, it just shoots right off, and I'll bet you it just drops right here. Look at this wet area right here. You can't just dig down and fix the foundation at the back and at the front. We can clearly see the driveway and everything runs into the front of the house. We can clearly see that everything runs into the back of the house. So if you think you're going to solve the problem by just fixing the foundation, think again, because that water's going to come in, because it's running to the house. We're going to have to put in a retainer wall starting here, coming across at this point, stopping approximately here, and working our way down to probably the first fence post and back in again. So if we put in a retaining wall, we'll hold the earth up, and then we create control of water movement. That's using weeping tiles. So whether or not it's on the inside or on the outside or both, I'll determine that as we go. As long as it bleeds out in the front yard, I'm fine with that. Moisture travels from wet to dry. Where's the dry? In the basement. Where do I start? Start right here. So this is the wall in the back where the big window is. This is the area where we see the back of the house. This is the area here where's the #1 area for water to come in. And it shows. I can see the signs of the water. Look at the tiles. See these yellow stains here? They have been saturated with water. See where the trim actually meets? That's water point. So, you know, evidence is water was in this basement before. I'm definitely going to be opening up or have Damon open up this corner because we want to see what damage has been done, whether or not we have an issue of mold or not. Back upstairs. That's not working. Well, this is one of the main reasons I came in here, because there was a coal closet on the outside wall and there was mold. But the mold was simply surface mold. And I think the leak is coming from the attic, which is exactly where I'm going now. I'm seeing all kinds of areas where water has penetrated the roof. It's leaked all the way around the chimney. Very visible. It's right there. Looking around all the rafters, we see some water point issues, so that tells the tale that water's been coming in, and we gotta stop that. Honestly, I've seen enough, and I can get Damon, he can take it from here. All right, let me show you what I thought the problem was. All right. So we're not gonna get this closet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna sand this down. We're gonna get a mold resistant, like a bathroom paint.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sand it down, prime it, we're just gonna fix it. You don't even have to worry about this, because it's not the issue. Let me show you the real issue.
Okay.
Okay, it's about water.
Okay.
Behind this wall, right here. If I could see behind this wall right now,
Yeah.
what I see is a window. It's a big window.
You serious?
It's gonna be a 5-foot window.
Right there.
Right there. At this point right now, I want this opened up. Let's open up that corner there.
Yeah.
Just open up the corner. Let's confirm there's no mold. We want to see where the water's coming from. I want to know if the weeping tile on the outside of the house is good enough. Okay, in the report, the home inspector said they needed to replace the roof. He was right. We're replacing the roof. The clay flues that come out do not have any caps. Let's pick up 3 of them. This is the downspout for the front of the house and the side of the house.
Yeah.
So much water's coming out that it's leached across, and over the years, we see how it's deteriorated the brick. So follow the water. It all comes this way.
Not to mention every yard is higher than this one.
Yeah, this one here also drives this way. So the foundation guys that came in to address this, because the homeowners called them in, dug up this area, dug up that area, and actually did a waterproofing to the door and to here. They did not put in a window well with a vertical weeper, and they are too high on the grade.
I'd say they're at the window height.
They did not recommend a retaining wall, which absolutely is a necessity here.
Yep.
It's a necessity. No window well, undermining by the air conditioning. We need to address where the water's coming from, reroute the water, and fix the foundation areas. The good thing is that, really, the garage is in good shape.
That's great. Can they move in there for a little bit? I want this whole sheet off right here.
This is a major shock hazard.
This house, it's just disaster.
And these shingles are in pretty rough shape. Each layer is cupped in. Holes. Wow, the roof's got to be replaced.
Well, we have a big day going on here today. We have the roofers tearing off the roof. They started about half an hour ago. They're almost half done.
The biggest issue with this roof is the venting. They've had turbine-style vents, power vents, regular roof vents. They're semi-closed off the vents with just aluminum panels from underneath, which really didn't do much. They've got a bathroom exhaust vent coming into this, which is completely improper way of doing it. When they've got an opening here and an opening there, this vent's really just pulling air from there. It's not pulling air from down at the eave where we need the full circulation. We're gonna fill in all of these existing openings and actually cut a ridge vent in and utilize a ridge vent system. Ridge venting is more optimal because it's right at the high point of the roof, right at the peak of the roof where that heat is going to, and it cleans up the roof line. We're gonna finish cleaning off all the existing shingles. We're gonna replace bad boards that have splits or knots. There's a couple of botched repairs on this roof. We'll check out the perimeter areas, make sure that the proper soffit venting is there, and then all our underlayment system will go in, our roofing papers, our ice and water shield, drip edge, and then it's the application of the shingles.
Martin.
Yes, sir.
This is where the issues start.
I'll probably end up cutting some of those lines,
Okay.
obviously getting rid of all that.
Yep.
And then, yeah, if there's any problem with the faucet and sink or even the drain, then, you know, it's all gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, and there's just small issues, and I'm sure if you start looking around, you're gonna start
pick up
seeing
on
stuff.
something.
I would really like you to check every drain in the house.
Okay.
Scope everything if you can. I notice a lot of trees on this property. You know what
Yes.
that means?
Yes,
I want
tree
to
roots.
check out the main
Yeah.
going to the city. A scope and you go.
Get the ball rolling.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
This is tree roots. Quite extensive in this case. It's blocking majority of the pipe. You can see it's you got maybe 5% of opening. So once the roots penetrate the pipe and they grow inside, that'll be the beginning of a problem, which will then form a blockage, and that will lead to a flooding. We ran an electric snake. This is the evidence that we pulled out, but things seem to be pretty good right now.
I want to expose this wall, okay? What I'm thinking is bring it over 2 feet or to the nearest stud. They did waterproof this foundation, but I want to see maybe if they missed a spot. I want to see if it's actually coming through there.
And
Look at that.
above grade, we got a form bolt hole right here. Like this brick is actually damp. The whole thing. Even though they did waterproof outside, there still is water coming in somewhere between the front of the house, between the gas meter and the garage, which is why this wall is still wet.
I want this off. I want this whole sheet off right here, both these. And I want you to go back to at least one more stud. I want to keep working back. Just a bit more towards you. What I want to do is expose the window that's here.
I've heard of a lot of different insulation types. I know some places are using recycled denim jeans, but I've never seen towels.
Mike had found this while you're here during his home inspection. We've turned the power off right now, so it is safe. Basically, switches off. You're putting things in and out of underneath the sink. You're not paying attention. You've just turned the switch on. You've livened this up. Sink doesn't even have to be full of water. All this has to be doing is touching the sink like so. You walk by, you hit that sink, you're lit up. This is a major shock hazard. We're gonna remove it completely.
So, what do you see right away?
Well, the grading couldn't be much worse. Really.
No kidding.
Or the window in that area under the sliding door, you should definitely install a window well there so we can do an exploratory dig there.
Okay.
Put a window well in, put a drain in, and you know, when we open that up, we'll be able to see what type of waterproofing products that they've used.
So this is where everything slopes in. This is where we're getting water in the basement, is right in this corner. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that it might have something to do where the line ties into the foundation.
Ideally, you should have exposed foundation, and they've gone right up on this stonework. So maybe we'll do an exploratory dig right here.
Yep.
We'll check where the lines are, see if there's anything that hasn't been sealed that's going into the house.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Okay, David, no
All right,
problem.
man. Before BFR can do their test dig, I have Ryan here to solve the grading issues that the inspector did note in his report. Kim and Daniel thought they'd solve their water issues just by waterproofing the foundation. Well, it's going to take a combination of waterproofing and grading to solve their water issues. How you doing, guys? So you ready for concrete for 9 tomorrow?
First thing tomorrow, we'll get started.
That's a good thing. Great.
We pour it, it's a zero slump concrete. We pour it and we set our blocks right into it.
That's brilliant. So you're using it as basically a footing.
Yeah, it's a floating footing,
great.
but also reduces the rotation that you can sometimes get on segmental retaining walls.
Yep. So you took the patio stones, which is a bonus. We usually have to take care of that, which
Well,
is a
no, we
pain in
took
my
them to
butt.
a concrete recycler, so at least that's taken care of and reused. So
great.
by the end of tomorrow, we'll have lots of fresh new concrete in here, and we can get going.
And I'll have fresh arms for you.
Sounds good.
Smile, relax. You have a nice house. There's just some problems, that's all. I've been really frustrated walking through your house. Oh, no. And it's not you. I'm frustrated with what I'm seeing.
I need flue caps. They're going to be about 7.5 by 11.5, right?
What's up, Damien?
Mike Holmes. How you doing, man?
Oh, another day, another dollar.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, better contracting, ripping the roof off. They say they'll have this done in a day. Also, the chimney. We had Marco come in from DeSano. He's recommending stucco on it.
I don't mind him stuccoing the brick itself, as long as everything is watertight right down to the roof line.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the back.
Show you this,
Nice.
Yeah, so Ryan started.
Oh, cow.
So we're actually going to start the retaining wall a little further back than we initially thought. We're going to come in the second post in, enough for the door to clear, Mike.
All right.
And it's mostly for the grading issue on the other side, which I totally agreed with.
Something tells me he's gonna have to have a downspout here or in the corner, and we need to pick that up and control it. Talk to Ryan to see whether or not we can incorporate that downspout to run in this system, if we can. You know, like,
Okay, I'll talk to him about it.
Put the minds together and see what we can do with it.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Let's start with this wall here. We're gonna try and give you a window back, because we want a window here. We want there's no daylight in this room, right? So we want that daylight. Now the corner over here, okay, we can see the path. Really, water always shows the path of where it's coming in. Yeah. It spreads out further and further and further, which means there's a lot of water coming in, which is now being absorbed by the block and coming down at the bottom. Whoever did the studded wall did it correct. They have a seal on the bottom. They have the tar paper on the wall because the wood is very close to the concrete, so they must put up a tar paper. But you can see the buildup of surface mold on the tar paper. The exhaust and intake for the new furnace, these guys get a spanking as far as I'm concerned. What they've done is directed it right out the wall here, and what do we have above? A door.
A door, yeah.
Not allowed.
Oh,
The guys that installed this, are vented right out here. What do we have above?
it's a door, yeah.
Not allowed.
It wasn't my home. I will never know, ever know. There's so many problems in this house.
Why don't you put your coats on, and I'm gonna take you outside. I pulled your roof not to make it look good because I had no choice. We had holes galore, shingles missing, cracks in the roof. It was deteriorating, especially on the other side. So I have to spank you too, okay? You know why I have to spank you?
Yes.
In your report, it said to replace your roof within the first year. Did you read that? We're gonna lose all the roof vents, and we're gonna do a ridge vent across the top of your roof. That chimney has been leaking for a long time. We're gonna do a foam and stucco around the brick, okay? So it's gonna make it watertight. It's gonna make it look rather beautiful, as a matter of fact. Let's go to the back of the house. You ready? Okay. We're gonna go this way. Okay. This is just the beginning. A new retaining wall is going to come right from that wall, right across here, right across this point to about the second post.
That's right, second post in.
Okay, with that retaining wall, we'll have a weeping tile, which is a drainage tile. So any water that comes in this way will be picked up by the weeping tile and driven down to the front of the house.
Now we know exactly what's wrong with this house, so there's no more surprise.
Who built the fence?
I have a contractor come and break the fence.
He built a good fence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so if I something right.
We need tools and material to finish the job, so hence Carl's delivery.
Nice.
Yeah, so Ryan started.
Water's just gonna pour out of here simply because it's the only one on this side of the house.
There's so many problems in this house.
We're utilizing what they call an architectural shingle. It's two pieces incorporated as one. In comparison to what we pulled off the roof, which is a 3-tab shingle, which has slots in the shingle, which is more vulnerable to wind-driven rains, ice damming, and such. Just a better design and a nicer look. What Walt's doing here is cutting out or opening at the ridge for the ridge vent that's being installed. It's best to have the ridge vent right at the peak of the roof because that's where your warm air, your heat loss is going to go to. The ridge vent itself will actually help draw the air out. It's going to prevent moisture in the attic, keep the roof a cool zone in the winter months, prevent ice dams. They needed a new roof.
Yeah. That's what they got.
We're using a product called Ultra Base.
There you go.
Got only enough water to activate the concrete, and that's it.
Get out of my way, get out of my way.
The nice benefit of this is if we were to pour a concrete slab, we'd have to form this entire thing. Instead, this product is so dry, we can just form it just using rakes and shovels. It looks like gravel, works like gravel, but you know, it is concrete in the end. So essentially what we're doing is we're pouring a grade beam. So it's a beam of concrete. It'll be allowed to float up and down. But what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna set our blocks right into this. The concrete will actually grab onto the bottom of the block. It's gonna resist any kind of rotation that the wall might be experienced to from pressure behind it. Also, if anything were to shift, the entire wall would have to move together. There's no chance any segment of the wall could move independently. We're just finishing up putting in some weeping pipe. So this is essentially a perforated pipe that has a sleeve on it. This is going to absorb any water behind the wall. So anything coming over from the neighbor's property It's going to absorb that, and also it's going to make it so this whole area drains before the winter. Nothing's going to build up there because it's that freeze and thaw from that moisture expanding the soil. That's what causes walls to heave. So as long as we do that, we take it all the way out into the lawn. So this actually, if anything, is going to help water the grass on the front lawn. Kill two birds with one stone.
They are getting a little bit of water in the basement, so we're going to do an exploratory dig here, check the weeping tile system, inspect the waterproofing. What they've done here to waterproof is just apply a foundation coating and drainage board, which is the absolute building code minimum. The mistake that they've made here is they've stopped their waterproofing about an inch short from the garage wall. And what they should have done is they should have returned this at least 2 feet along this area to get a good seam where the two walls are meeting. Not only did they do the absolute minimum, but their waterproofing was too far below grade. So any snow melting right up against the house in this area, it was going to go right behind their membrane, and they were getting water in this front corner. We're actually going to install a membrane over this area we've exposed, which is an aqua block membrane. After this coated mesh, we'll apply a second coat over top. That will become a seamless membrane that never fully cures. As we go through the freeze and thaw cycle, the foundation will be a little bit flexible. So this product, it won't go brittle, and it'll allow for that flexibility as we go through those cycles. The final step is we put the drainage board membrane on the outside. The actual waterproofing never sees any water. But again, in the wintertime, when there's 2 feet of snow piled up against the house and we get a flash thaw, that water's gonna melt and it's gonna get behind this membrane. So when that happens, that's why this system is applied right to the foundation airtight. There's no room for water to get behind it.
We have the plumbers here, Martin and Adam. We are gonna move the hot water tank. We're gonna move it to the outside wall. That's happening today. I'm gonna clean up the plumbing here. So the plumbing's all gonna come down nice. I'm getting them a new laundry sink because the old one was coming off the wall, it's cracked, whatever. I'm just giving them a new one. I have to insulate, vapor barrier, drywall, and put a piece of plywood there because how do I do it once it's already on? So I have to take certain steps to prepare for what they're about to do here. When he brings his new lines over, I'm already set up for him. He can continue his job. We're trying to stay a step ahead of them at all times.
Okay, Gary, rip her down, eh?
All right. Walk ahead to the left.
The problem with this house is long runs, eh? And everywhere they've had a pipe has been water problems. When you got runs of 75 feet, you don't want it going 75 feet and have to go around 2 corners to get to the pipe. It's okay in a little light trickle, but in a heavy downpour, the water is just not going to make it there.
What we've done here is installed a galvanized steel window well and a weeping tile drain. What this will do is it won't allow any water or snow to build up in the area where the windows are, because this weeping tile is going right down to the weeping tile system that's around the footing. So if this thing fills up with snow in the wintertime, the water's going to drain right to the bottom where we want it instead of actually causing a problem near the window areas.
One thing I'm very happy about, Mike was absolutely right where the water was coming in this corner. It was a good thing we dug this up. As soon as Colin took up the patio stones, dug down, what was not even a foot, found a crack above where they had already finished the waterproofing on the outside. I've now eliminated the water problem here. We've had a lot of rain for the last 3 days. Nothing is coming in here. I can now close this up. Sherry, you can close this up for me. Adam, let's take that window out now and let's finish this up.
Yeah, go.
How you doing? Good. So, you guys getting it done? You putting on some insulation?
Yeah. We're doing a lot of this lately. It's an alternative to doing some tuck pointing because, you know, you can correct what's wrong today, but then tomorrow there's always something wrong. So this is a good alternative. So when I'm done with this, it's going to be maintenance free.
So are you able to actually do your first coat on this today?
No, I've got to let this cure. I've got to let it cure.
For a
I have
day.
to sand it first, right? So before I can plaster, I've got to sand the insulation, but I want the insulation adhered properly so that I'm able to sand. Sure.
That's going to look great. And you have a color picked out?
We're going to play off the browns on the house, the roof, the stone, the eaves troughs, and the cap we're going to do a little bit lighter. For a little bit of contrast.
Just give it a pop.
Yeah, a little bit of a pop.
Okay.
Make it exciting.
Vincenzo.
Thank you, David.
See you, buddy. Thank you.
We're just finishing up all the grading we're doing here. We're making it so whenever possible, water's running underground through drainage pipes out to the front lawn. When we need to, we are making the water flow across the surface of all the stones. We're having it flow diagonally away from the house, both on this level up here, as well as this small level, which is going to be below the air conditioner.
Well, these guys are doing a great job here. Excellent. Everything's just graded perfectly off the house and towards the yard.
Wow. Look at that.
Do you remember what
the
it
window?
looked
Look at that. That is just the way to do this.
So beautiful.
Wait. In your report, it said to replace your roof within the first year. Did you read that? If you think you're going to solve the problem by just fixing the foundation, think again, because that water's going to come in, because it's running to the house. You need a retaining wall to stop the water from his property coming against your foundation. It's a big window.
You serious? Right there?
Right there.
Perfect.
Well, I'm really happy. I see no water here. I see no water down here. We're doing some cleanup here. Adam's doing a good job, just finishing up. It's nice to see that window in place. It just sort of opens up the whole room here. Well, Adam did a great job, so did Sherry. Couldn't be happier. And Craig, just finishing up painting. How you doing, bud?
Very good. Last wall.
Good, man. It's looking really good in here. It's time to call Mike.
It's a rainy day.
It sure is. Hey, Mike.
Mr. Bennett.
How you doing?
Good. So now that we have the rain,
we're testing it out, yeah. When I had Collins guys dig this out, the waterproofing was way below grade, and above the waterproofing was a gap, about a 3-inch gap. And the water was probably just driving right in there. So what they did is, you can see they brought it right up to where we now have finished grade.
Driving in, I saw the roof.
Yeah, do you like?
Oh,
doesn't it look good?
That is perfect.
I love the chimney too.
Let me tell you, like that's the way it should be done. What a professional
It looks
finish.
great, eh?
We have the ridge vents.
Yep.
Everything, designer shingles. Hot days.
You think this is a sealed house now?
Looks really good.
And Rob did put smart screen around the whole house.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Ah, look at this. That's what I want to see.
Ryan did an excellent job. He graded everything. As you can see, look at that. Everything's just graded perfectly off the house and towards the yard.
And he's moved the downspouts. Beautiful. He didn't do all new, did he?
He did all new.
Gotta love these people.
Absolutely.
Way to go, pal. Want to go inside?
Yeah, for sure.
Great job.
Thank you.
If they don't like this, I'll have to buy the house. Wow.
Doesn't that look good?
Boy, did he ever clean up that wall. Look at that.
Do you remember what
the
it
window?
looked like?
Look at that. That is just the way to do this.
Yeah.
New gas, new water, exhaust out.
Everything's right.
I like it. I like it.
Right. How are you?
How are you?
Hi, Kim. Nice to see you.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Daniel.
I can go under here. There you go.
Well, you know what? I'd like to start first in the basement, and then we'll work our way back out to the backyard and around the house, okay?
Okay.
Come on in. After you, please. I'm very happy with what has been done down here. You remember, this was all pulled down the last time we looked at this.
Yes, that's right.
We could see on the outside of the house that where it was coming from, Damon brought in the Bone Brothers. And what'd you find in the corner?
Well, we found the gap above the waterproofing that we repaired, and we actually brought the waterproofing up and over the existing waterproofing and lapped it over. So if there's any more water hitting that spot, it'll just drain right down to your weeping tile.
So I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see that you now have a window in here.
Love
it's
it.
fantastic.
It's just love it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
beautiful.
very
It's so
much.
bright here and clean, and everything looks so organized. You know, not messy.
So all the new plumbing, even you got a new lint trap, a new sink. So that was kind of a bonus. There.
Beautiful.
Yes,
yeah.
beautiful.
That's it for me.
You don't mind that, right?
No, not at all. I'm
Well,
really
you do the laundry, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
This is the part I really like. Ryan has done such a fabulous job with this. It just looks way better, don't you think?
It looks so beautiful.
Wait. Man, I love how tall you are.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Well, come on, take a look.
Yes.
Let's enjoy it.
I feel really good. Usually, I don't like to look at the backyard. Now, I just love to stand and look outside. He brought all the experts, do the right thing, do the right job, and he did much more than I expected. It was amazing.
Now, if you notice, we moved the air conditioner. Because the air conditioner was down there and it was near your bedrooms, and this is the perfect location for it. But let me explain the venting. Yeah. This is now the new exhaust for the hot water heater in a very proper area, away from the windows, away from the door, and the same thing for your furnace that we wanted, that is far enough apart that they don't compete, and it does not compete with the air conditioner. So we can't put the air conditioner down here. It has to be away. So now everything is up to code for breathing, for exhaust, and it's the way it should have been done in the first place. So this here was a huge amount of work.
Yes.
We had a lot of rain this morning. There's no water in your basement. That's a real good sign. The roof is just an extra added bonus.
Yeah.
With designer shingles and bringing in all the right people, I just love the look. If you notice, we've removed all your roof vents. And on the top of the peak, where the actual slope meets right to the top, is now a custom ridge vent, we call it. And that allows the attic to breathe from your soffit directly up to the ridge vent. So now that you have a new roof, you won't have to worry about your closet anymore. I'm happy. Are you happy?
Oh, fantastic.
Really happy.
Really happy. Yeah.
We even had Brian make up some custom roof caps there for
Yeah. They look really good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
He made those in the morning.
We have many labor come in and ask me about the chimney. Look at the roof and look at the chimney. It looks so beautiful and look like a brand new house.
Now we can live our lives as normal and be very proud of what we have here.
I will stay here, and then my children will stay here, my grandchildren will stay here, and I told them this is my home.
That's what I want to hear.
I will.
Yeah.
Hi, girls.
Yeah.
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Chinese tradition. It's called lucky money. It's for prosperity and also good fortune.
This is very nice, thank you. Holy cow, you put a lot of money in there.
You're welcome.
5, there we go. Nice.
Doing them. Nice. Thank you. Keep smiling.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Home.
This is the old patio stump. This is a camera pad. Is that for you?
Jerry's working. Wow. Now, do you want a hand bring that to the bin? I could.
Hey, how you doing? Is dinner ready yet? That's what, you know, that's why I like them. It's like I'm downstairs. Can I get another beer?